Welcome to SVG-TV News for Monday, September 7th, 2015. I am Jennifer Richardson with the details. After a long summer vacation, students and teachers are back in the classroom for the new academic year. SVG-TV News team went at various schools to find out how some students spent their first day back and what are some of the things they're looking forward to.
Very thrilled to be back at St. Vincent Grammar School. As you see, I'm at the Blazer Standard and I'm with Form 5, working hard to top the sexy performance. School feels nice. Well, good to be back to school another year. Work hard. Yes.
I'm happy I'm in Blazer now. I'm going to a new form now. I'm happy to be in a new class now. I pray the Lord bless me and thank God for everything.
I love my class. Even though a few of my friends aren't in it, I still appreciate it. So far, I'm looking forward to a more productive year and to do better than I did last term. Great timetable and get to know more about our school teacher and more classmates.
So what are you looking forward to now?
To pass Form 2 to go to Form 3 with long pants and yeah.
How was your first day at school?
Fine.
And what would you look forward to the most? What are you looking forward to the most?
Maths.
Maths? You love maths?
Yeah.
Wow. What you love about maths? What?
Numbers.
Oh, and doing the numbers?
Yeah.
Had assembly and we had a 1 minute tribute to Nicholas' mother, Nicholas Baptist.
Sylvester, Nicole Sylvester.
So we just had 1 minute of silence of our passing. But today was good. We need to set goals and achieve them.
What exactly was good? What did you do?
Color, draw, and I do maths. Write, draw, and do everything.
So you're excited about school and your teachers and everybody?
Yes, please.
What else you want to do at school?
Play. I'm happy to go back to school because I get to see all my friends and all my classmates.
I plan to work hard in this new year, especially how I'm doing different subjects and courses. It's a different experience, but I like it so far.
And when you say different, what do you mean? Could you express yourself?
Like from secondary school is different because we don't have to go to school for 8. We go to school when we have class, and when the class finishes you can leave and come back for your next class. Yeah.
So it takes a certain amount of discipline now?
Yes, we have to get ready.
It was actually exciting with the new Form 1s coming in and how they cheered for the new teachers and stuff, so it was good.
So you were helping the newbies to get settled in?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, what about you?
I found it very exciting also. I got a new teacher which is really good and she's awesome, so yeah.
Clinical psychiatrist Dr. Anita Watson Adams is advising parents to give their children a variety of opportunities to learn. In an interview with SVG-TV News earlier today, Dr. Watson Adams says it is critical that parents guide their children, and it is also necessary for youngsters to develop their own individual potentialities.
Parents make the mistake of trying to live their life through their child, but it's important to know the interests of the child and also be realistic and know what their skills and potentials are. Thirdly, expose them to as many areas as you can: athletics, music, writing, swimming. You never know where they will excel. As you expose them, then they will be able to identify what it is they really love, and once they can identify that, then you can work with them on achieving their personal goals.
And President of the Public Service Union, the PSU, Elroy Boucher, is echoing the need for government to give public servants the 1-month tax-free salary they have asked for in a proposal earlier this year. Boucher says many workers are parents who have to facilitate the educational needs of their children, and that the monies paid will help ease the financial burden.
Number of students who are just coming to school for the first time, it reminds me of the sacrifice that parents have been making to send their children to school. A great financial sacrifice. And not having a salary increase for 4 years, I really do hope that the Prime Minister would see it fitting to make the payments. This month is a good month in which to really do that, because it definitely will be needed now. it would be needed. When you look at all that sacrifice, high school, the technical college, community college, it's a lot of money to come up with, a lot of money. So we really need a financial break. The 1 month salary, tax-free, wonderful.
The PSU president also expresses his concern about the increase in some school fees and says this is additional stress and believes Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves will come through for civil servants.
A lot of the teachers are parents, a lot of public servants have their children here. I'm here to pick up my own daughter, and I know up to this morning a parent was telling me that they didn't even realize the fees for technical college and A-level college had increased so much, and they had to plug out more because the child couldn't get in. So I know it's a big sacrifice. So we really need the assistance. We need the 1 month tax-free salary, and I'm confident that the PM would see it fit to come up with the money. I mean, he is a resourceful person. He knows, how to get things done. So I'm confident that he will get this one done. And at the end of the day, maybe at the end of this month, we'll all be smiling.
As the Thomas Saunders Secondary School, the TSSS, continues to commemorate its 10th anniversary, a Thanksgiving service was held earlier today at the Kingston Methodist Church. The service, which was held under the theme Celebrating 10 Years of Excellence, heard a total of 10 Thanksgiving scriptures being read. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves in his address reminded the students that his government played an integral role in the formation of the TSSS, as the institution formed part of the government's universal access to secondary education program.
I want to say this, I lost a couple of friends and even 1 or 2 supporters by advocating the closure of the primary school, the Richmond Hill Primary School, and the conversion of that school into the secondary school. A number of people may not remember, but it was a subject of real controversy, even though we had all the proper arrangements for the primary school students to be at other schools in the Kingston area. And I'm very glad that we had the faith and the reason to go ahead to establish this secondary school.
Principal of the Thomas Saunders Secondary, John Renton, says since their first intake of 161 students, the institution has grown into a strong, vigorous, mature secondary school.
We have, in our short history, achieved many successes in academics, sports, athletics, and the arts, and have firmly established our place amongst the nation's top schools. Today, we give thanks to God for the great bounties He has bestowed upon us. A tree is known by its fruit. By this measure, the Thomas Saunders Secondary School is a good tree, for it has produced bountiful and wonderful fruit. Since 2010, 547 students have graduated from our 5th form. You could clap for that for sure. These students are equipped with the tools they need to become themselves fruitful citizens of our nation.
Meanwhile, Minister of Education Geraldine Miguel congratulated the Thomas Saunders Secondary on its accomplishments and lauded the school's principal John Renton for his work in molding the institution into what it is today.
Mr. Renton taught my children at St. Joseph's Convent, Makeover. So when we were looking for a principal to head Thomas Saunders Secondary School, I suggested to the chief that Mr. Renton would be a good man. On the morning that school reopened, I went up at Richmond Hill and I was observing. I saw Mr. Renton with a box under his arm and a line of children behind him. He was marshalling his forces, making sure that everything was good, and I was very happy. Some parents were also there, and one said to me, Mrs. Miguel, If all you move, Mr. Renton, you know, we're fighting all you down at the Ministry of Education. I want to say to you that you have a very good principal in the person of Mr. Renton.
In reflecting on the progress of the school over the years, Pastor Wade Carter says while there were undoubtedly some concerns about the new school, there were also much anticipation about the possibilities of the educational institution.
Distinct honor to be given the opportunity on this occasion to share some reflections as a parent whose son attended the Thomas Saunders Secondary School from its inception. And I trust that these reflections would be representative of the many other parents whose children had the privilege of being among the first to enter the doors of this institution. First of all, let me extend hearty congratulations to the principal, staff, felt and expressed by parents. Because of the fact that it was a new institution, there were some feelings of uncertainty, doubts, and even fears and trepidation on one hand. But on the other hand, there were feelings of excitement and anticipation, of hope and great expectation. The school has experienced good times and bad times throughout its existence, but I feel that the good has outshined the bad in many ways.
Telecommunications company Digicel today made the staff and students of the Dorchester Hill Government School smile when they donated $1,000 to the school and handed out backpacks for all of the students. The Digicel team, which was led by country manager John Gedari, says his company is pleased to give back to the nation's youth and its teachers by assisting them in areas that will enhance learning and teaching.
On your first school day of the year, and this is the first term, so we hope that you'll do very well this term and for the full year. So Digicel is happy to be a part of your term today. Daniel has brought you some really good stuff today, and we hope you'll make good use of it. And we look forward to your results at the end of the term, yeah? We'd also like to present the school with a check of $1,000 easy to just make sure that they put it towards much needed activities for the students. Okay?
The students of the School for Children with Special Needs today started the new school year in grand style, having been greeted by brand new classrooms. Principal of the school, Nassim Smith, says over the summer vacation, the teachers at the institution were involved in a classroom makeover competition. Smith says the aim was to ensure that the students were pleasantly surprised upon return by the transformation their classrooms had gone through when compared to when they last saw them.
So we had what was called a classroom makeover competition. And your teachers, as I said, they were here working really hard. Some of them were at school until late at night. There were some teachers who were here until 10 o'clock at night. There were teachers who were here on Saturday and on Sunday. They were decorating their classrooms so that you would feel nice and comfortable and warm and appreciated. They want to see the smiles on your face as you go back in your classes.
A series of professional development sessions for education officers in the Ministry of Education will take place here this week under the theme Retreat, Rethink, Retool. The sessions, which will launch tomorrow, will continue on Wednesday and Thursday. Officers of the Curriculum Development Unit, the School Supervision and Inspection Unit, the Early Childhood Education Unit, among others, will be in attendance. The retreat provides an opportunity for education officers to reflect on practice, gain insight into contemporary research findings, and develop specific strategies to effectively implement programs in keeping with policy, practice, and community needs. The officers will also develop professional development plans for struggling teachers, while enhancing their own competence in coaching and mentoring teachers. All sessions are being held at the Roman Catholic Pastoral Center in Edinburgh from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Persons here pledged a total of $53,324 to the people of Dominica. The contributions were made through a radiothon which ran from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday, September 6th on 8 radio stations, including Hits 103.7 and coordinated by the National Broadcasting Corporation, NBC Radio. General Manager of National Broadcasting Corporation, NBC, Carlita Oliver, says she is pleased with the show of love exhibited through the radiothon for the people of Dominica. Oliver says she foresees more monies being pledged at the Bank of St. Vincent, where they hope to make the payment to the people of Dominica by this week.
Overall, we were pleased with the response from the stations and the overwhelming response from the Vincentian public. Although at the end of the program, $53,324 were pledged, we anticipate that there will be more money deposited to the account because there are some persons who would not want to have a pledge made in public. We'd want to make a first transfer to Dominica before the end of this week. And I've been speaking with the bank today to see how they can facilitate persons coming just to make those deposits. We have been in discussions, and once we have the green light tomorrow as to how it would be done, then we'll let the public know so that people do not have to stand in the line and spend an hour when they go to do something that may take 5 minutes.
Oliver thanks all the radio stations and persons who pledged despite the financial constraints being felt in the region.
It is a sacrifice that we appreciate, and I'm sure that the people of Dominica would appreciate. I know that there are persons who are also making donations in kind because other organizations such as the Red Cross and NEMO and the police, some have sent off and some are collecting stuff to send. And we know that in the discussions yesterday with the head of the relief agency in Dominica, they're asking not to send bottled water. So maybe that is something that, you know, we can stress there, that persons who are contributing in kind can think of other items. But really and truly, we are very pleased with the response from the public and the sacrifice that they have made to contribute, whether it is $20 or $1,000 in the radiothon on Sunday. And just a reminder that the account remains open at the Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, account number 134399.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment, in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has sent 5 mass casualty management trained registered nurses to Dominica. The nurses left St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Saturday, September 5th and traveled to St. Lucia. From there, they were transported by boat to Dominica on Sunday, September 6th. Tropical Storm Erica caused devastation throughout Dominica, leaving 11 dead and 31 missing. Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett said that a preliminary assessment has found that damage to basic infrastructure alone amounts to nearly half of the country's GDP. Estimates do not include the cost of replacing some 371 homes in Petit Savan. The government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Ministry of Health say they are ready to continue supporting Dominica in any way needed. A number of children from the OECS yesterday received free surgeries at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital under the World Pediatric Project. Eastern Caribbean Representative Jacqueline Brown King says the free health care given under the project, which has been ongoing here for the last 11 years, helps ease the strain of governments and must continue. Brown King says the project includes surgeons based in Richmond, Virginia, coming to this country to conduct surgeries for free for children with different ailments.
Healthcare in the region is expensive. Anywhere in the world is expensive. Unfortunately, our program attracts indigent persons, so most of them, they're not working. Therefore, if they don't work, they have no spending, no bargaining, there are no bank accounts. And it's challenging, but I think the support that we get from the governments, and especially our government, which is a partner and has been a partner in this program from day one, they have embraced it because they realize this public-private partnership will do wonders. And it was extended to the region, and all the other governments are very supportive because they realize with a partner like this on board, it is really buffering from some of the funds that they would have to take from that small pie from the government service, from the whole budget.
Coordinator Shea Snyder says she is pleased with the response by those wanting to ensure that their children get medical treatment.
It has been busy in a very wonderful way. So far we've had 31 children come with their families, and we're expecting up to 50 by the end of the day. So these are children who need pediatric urology services, not only children from St. Vincent, but children from the region. So it's been a busy and productive morning here. There are children who might have issues with their urinary tract, malformations, with issues with genitalia, issues with their bladder, and perhaps kidneys. So children who have a lot of complex urinary conditions, and we are here with 2 surgeons who specialize in that. So they're here as pediatric urologists to really help care for these children, and later in the week provide surgery for those who need it.
Chief Prosecutor at the Serious Offences Court, Adolphus Delpesh, has strongly expressed his disgust over the non-availability of court files in an effort to have cases disposed of in a reasonable time. His frustration was expressed last week when most of the cases that were listed to be heard had to be adjourned. When questioned by the Chief Magistrate Ration Brown-Matthias about the non-availability of the files, Delpesh said that they are in some channel on the desk of the divisional commanders. However, when the court began sitting on Monday, September 7th, that's today, Delpesh told the Chief Magistrate that on Friday, September 4th, 2015, he had discussion with both the Commissioner, Michael Charles, and Director of Public Prosecution, Colin Williams, with respect to the matter. And he said that based on the discussions, the problem that he is presently encountering will be remedied soon.